One set of brackets done. The reason it's only going to open that far is eventually I'm going to get a piece of diamond plate, cap the top, and it's going to come out on a 45 to cover the hinge to keep the rain out. So I didn't want it to get up too far. It's actually maybe a little lower than I was hoping. You know, trying to hold things and look at it at the same time's fun. But once that's setting up in the air, keep in mind the bottom of this box is going to be, let's see, about there. Because that service truck is, well, pushing 6 feet to the top of the box that's there. So realistically, that hinge is going to be 8 feet in the air. I just stuck it on there. It's just sitting there. Yeah, don't quite hold it, does it? It did till I touched it. And actually, hey, that's up a little farther. That looks better. That's where I was holding it. Yeah, there'll be one on the other end. I just haven't got there yet. And it pulls her shut. Actually, holds it pretty good. So there's that part. I need to finish messing with it. So I got to get one before I do the other. That way they're even. That's my plan anyway. And this box, once I'm done with that door, I'll know how much I have to cut out here to clear. Still going to be a guess because you can't see it when the door's shut. But anyway, there's that much, and I'm going to walk you out here in a minute. Actually, I'm going to walk out. I'll leave you guys alone for a minute. And number one's giving the cows a Thanksgiving present. So, and I thought the valve for that thing came in last night from Amazon. Supposedly on the computer, it said it's supposed to be here. We haven't seen it. I wasn't expecting it till Friday. And my door stripping came in last night, which it wasn't supposed to be here till Friday either, but at least I got it. Get the box done today, maybe. So anyway, I'll show you what number one's doing here in a minute. He'd been sitting up there for a little bit. This morning, he was on top of that little roof right there that's over the hay feeder. And after that, he landed on top of, number 7, right on top of that bin. When we were working cows a while back, I'm gonna blind you, but he was on top of that post for like 4 hours one day. So, hey, just something that's kind of cool. And I don't know what my phone just did. That's interesting. My minute turned into 10 minutes. Once in a while, she bumps a gate wrong, and the wind blew. Shot a couple, and one of them closed on the top of the bucket on an angle, so it lifted it up off the hinges. We just put that one back on. And sometimes we can do a quick, easy clean and leave all the cables hooked up on these feeders, but it was deep enough. They all get unhooked. There's not too much hay in them to move them around. Getting them back's the hard part, but that's what we got that thing for. Because you can just catch the corner of the feeder, and once you got the base cable hooked, catch the corner, and cable over here is stuck to the wall right now. You can see it going diagonal up through a pulley, and that one goes way across over here and through a pulley and down to a hand winch. We keep them tight. They don't wear the feet off the bottom of the feeders. It's actually, I'm not sure what I got on the bottom of these feeders. Usually what I would use would be baler rail off the plunger rail. That nice hard piece of 1.25 inch square. They hold up for a very long time. She's going to fire that thing back up and make noise, but at any rate, that's what's going on.
It's freaking cold.
Yeah, she says it's freaking cold. I think it's about 30, but the stinking east wind keeps kicking up. So it may be less than 30 now, actually. I said it may be less than 30 now because the wind keeps kicking up.
Feels like it's 55.
She says it feels 25. Actually, when that wind's blowing, it feels colder than that unless you're standing in the sun.
I do find it feels 15 after taking layers off.
So, anyway, now you know why we got that big empty void down there. It doesn't stay empty. If the cows are out here, if they're in the feeder all day long, they make a pretty good mess in there, and it has to get cleaned at least once a week. If we're doing like we are right now, which we normally don't do until we're getting closer to calving, where they only get in at night to eat, then sometimes we can get by a couple weeks. We haven't cleaned this since we finished spreading manure, and that's been a couple weeks now, I guess. So it ain't hard to move those things. Move them enough to get by. The only drawback, scraping it off. Usually you got the gates out, and it piles up and blocks it, so you can't shut the gate. So you got to get in and weasel it. Get the manure pushed away as much as you can. Dogs are loving it. Last time they were out here, they were after mice and rats. There's probably still some mice. I know we got rid of all the rats. Only 2 in here, so they're a little easier to spot when you take all their hiding places away. And now she's gonna come in over here. Look out, dogs. Oh, she's gonna scoop it and go dump it or push it through. She better push it through because the wind just blew the gate shut. She's doing what I would do. She's weaseling that feeder over about 6 inches so she can push past it. But she still kind of needed the gate open so she can back up. And by the way, she's probably the first one to tell you she's not the best with that machine, but she can do it. She just doesn't have the experience. I actually got her started cleaning barn 2 or 3 years ago. Biggest thing in here is it gets really slick, so you just don't want to go too fast when you come up to the edge. And she's done a little banging with it. That gate she knocked off the hinges a few years ago. She knocked one of the hinges out of the post. It happens. I've broken a couple poles in here. And actually, here's something else for you to think about. That's a darker colored post, but the rest of them are them stupid green treated ones. That does not hold up to cow manure. There's, I don't know how many of them on the bottom side are actually rotted out. But when we added the manure storage, we added 6x12s that they're all bolted to, so there's that much more holding. There's 2, might be 3 now, in this kind of middle row of posts that are rotted off. And the center post at the other end, ground level's actually down below like it is down here. It's rotted off there, and I've got a dump truck load of dirt and rock packed in against it to hold it in up above. So, but it's just holding the wall. It ain't holding the roof. So there you have it. The cows not only get a clean dining room today for Thanksgiving, but they'll also get feeders full of hay for dinner tonight. Believe it or not, they appreciate it. Sometimes when it gets pretty icky in there, they tend to kind of let you know. And I'm guessing she's going to go in this one. I don't know. Yep. Well, with that, from all of us at Goslin Farms to all of you out there, have a happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy your meal. Be thankful for friends, family, our military. Thankful for whatever you have. Because you don't know what you got until you don't have it. So always be thankful for it. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button. Subscribe and comment. All good things to do. And yeah, an extra side note. It's getting a little icky out here in the lot too, but it's not too deep yet. If I have to, I'll still run across there in my regular shoes. It's only really bad straight from here to the barn. Mainly right over there where those two cows by the gate are standing. So, anyway, once again, happy Thanksgiving. Have a good one. Don't eat too much turkey.